Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we are going to backtest the CCT strategy using the 1 hour and 1 minute time frame preset. As many of you already know, our CCT indicator and MT5 bot officially launched on 1st January 2026. So in this video we will be using the Premium CCT Indicator, which is currently the only CCT based indicator available in the industry. Now this isn't just a basic signal tool that throws arrows on the chart. The Premium CCT Indicator comes packed with advanced functionality on top of the core CCT strategy, making it a complete decision-making tool rather than just a signal service. More of this later in the video. In this video, we will first go through the exact indicator settings and then we will backtest the strategy on the 1 hour and 1 minute preset so you can see how it actually performs in real market conditions. Quick heads up before moving forward, we have launched a special discount code for our Telegram community. If you are subscribed to our official Telegram channel, you can use the code Telegram20 at checkout on our website to get 20% off on all our products. The link to Telegram channel will be in the description. Now let's get into the video. Starting the backtest, let's go through the settings of the indicator first and then we will start our backtest. So first of all, in the settings of the indicator, we have time frame preset option. Here we have three options to choose from. Since we are trading gold on 1 hour and 1 minute preset, so we will keep this. After that, we have trend filter. When this is enabled, the indicator will only show signals that are in the trend direction of overall market. Then we have trading sessions. You can enable trading sessions or disable them. When it is enabled, the indicator will only take trades inside those trading sessions. But when it is disabled, the indicator will trade during a whole day. Now for this backtesting, we will be using only New York session, which will be between 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. As I have discussed this in one of my previous videos, when you are trading gold on 1 hour and 1 minute preset, you should only take trades during the high volatility times, which are 8 to 11 a.m. New York. After that, you can select the session time zone. Here I have selected the New York session time zone. You can choose any of these. Then we have risk management section, in which we have minimum risk reward filter. When this is enabled, the indicator will only take trades which have a minimum risk to reward of 1. You can increase this number or decrease this number based on your priorities. After that, we have POI lines. You have different options to choose colors of POI lines. For bullish, it's blue and so on. After that, we have line style. You can choose the line style from here: solid, dashed and dotted. 3 options are there. Then you can choose the line width. Right now it's at 2. Then we have the next section is entry signals. This section shows the signal type. You can choose from these 3 options. Then we have signal, long signal color and short signal color. You can also change these. After that, we have reference lines section. Here you can select to show the TP and SL lines, or you can uncheck this if you don't want to see the SL and TP lines. Then we have coloring options for both and the line width option. Right now it's 1. You can increase this size as well. Next is the info table section. This table is what you are seeing on the top right side of the chart. So in this section, you can select or deselect this if you don't want to see the table on your chart. Then we have table position options. We have these 4 position options to choose from. Then we have table size. You can select the table size according to your own choice. Then we have table theme. This has 2 themes. When the background of your chart is dark, you can choose the dark theme. The colors of it will suit the dark background. But right now, since we are using the white background, we will use the light table. The next section is alerts. You can get alerts for these 3 type of events. The first is HTF setup alerts. Whenever an HTF POI forms, if this is selected, it will send an alert. Then we have entry signal alerts. This is checked and this indicator sends whenever a new signal forms after the completion of all 3 confirmation. Then we have the third option, which is invalidation alerts whenever a POI becomes invalid, and this is checked. It will send alerts that the POI has become invalid. That's all the settings. Now let's go back to the chart. Now before starting the backtesting, let me go through this table quickly and explain what this table is showing. So first of all, it is displaying the Premium CCT Indicator version. Then we have higher time frame, which is 60 minutes, and lower time frame at 1 minute. This is the time we have set in the settings of the indicator. Then we have session. Currently it is showing none because we are not in any session right now. Then we have higher time frame trend, which is bearish. So this means that the indicator will only take trades which are bearish trades or sell trades. Then we have POI. It is showing the current POI's price, which is this one. It has become invalid. Then we have the first condition, which is waiting, then second is also waiting, and third. Since we are not inside a valid POI, so these cannot be true. Then we have current risk reward. This is also show the calculated risk to reward when we are waiting for an entry. Then we have minimum risk to reward, which is set at 1. As I have said earlier, you can change this from the settings. Now let's start the backtesting. Since most of the work will be done by the indicator, I will remain silent, and when something important comes up, I will discuss. At the top right, I will be changing these numbers as the trades form during the backtesting. So let's start the backtesting. So as soon as the session starts, the background of the session will become blue. So let's start. As you can see, the background has started as blue when the session started at 8 a.m. So right now we are waiting for a POI to form before the confirmations on lower time frame and before entry. So let's start the backtesting. So this is the first trade. It has resulted in profit, giving us 3.14 hour. Let me change the numbers in the table. Now let's continue. So no other trade formed during this session. On 8 December, let's go to the 9th and see if any trade formed on 9th December during the New York session. So right now we are at the start of 9th December's New York session. Let's start and see if any trade forms on 9th. So as you can see, during the whole session, no POI forms and no trade forms as well. Let's go to the 10th December and see if any trade forms. As you can see, the current risk reward is lower than the 1. So the indicator is not showing any sell signals at this point, even though the higher time frame trend is also bearish, which is confirming the sell trade. But since we have lower risk reward, we are not seeing any sell signals at this level. Now let's continue. So on 10th December as well, no trade formed. Let's go to the 11th and see if any trade forms on 11th. So as you can see, we are currently inside the New York session on 11th December. Let's continue and see if any trade forms during this New York session. So on the first trade, the risk to reward was lower. That's why it did not enter. And then on the second as well, when the confirmation happened, it was already above the TP. So it did not enter, but the conditions remained true. So it was waiting for the risk to reward to become positive. As you can see, during this whole time, the risk reward was lower than 1. So right now at the close of this candle, the risk to reward has become a little bit above the requirement. So it has shown a long signal at this candle's low. So let's see how this trade results. The indicator has formed another POI, but we will keep the track of this trade manually. Let's put the risk reward and everything and see what is the result of this trade. So as you can see, the trade has hit our take profit level. Now let's update the table at the right. So this trade given us 1.04, which means we are at 4.18 with 2 wins out of 2 trades. Now let's continue. I don't think we will have another trade during this session, but let's see. Yes, we have found no trade. So let's move to the next day and see if any trade forms on 12th December. So this trade formed at this candle, at the closure of this candle, giving us 2.76 hour. Let's see if this trade resulted in profit or not. I don't think it resulted in profit. So this was our take profit level, which is 43.46.18, but the market reached 43.42.72 and then it came back and resulted in loss. So let's update the table. We have a total of 3 trades with 1 loss, and we have total R becomes 3.18. Let's continue and see if any other trade forms during this day's session. So we have another trade which is confirmed on this candle's high at the close of this candle, which is long with 1.41 hours. Let's see if this trade results in profit or loss. So again, another loss for the day. This trade also went higher in profit, but then came back and hit our SL. So let's update the table. We have 4 trades, 2 wins and 2 losses with 2.18 or total gain. Let's continue and see if another trade forms or not, and then we will go to the next day's New York session. So So no other trade formed. Let's go to the next day and see if any trade formed. So right now we are at the start of a new week on 15th December. So let's see if any trade forms. So the POI was confirmed, but the take profit is small and the market has traced back very deep. So we are not expecting any trade, but let's see what happens. So the conditions were met at this level, but we did not enter any buy trade because the current risk to reward was very low. If we draw our entry at this level, we had a retracement below at this level, which means our SL1 at this level, and then we have this as RTP. So this was giving us only 0.56 risk to reward. So that's why the indicator did not show any buy signal at this level. And right now we have higher time frame trend is bullish. So if a sell trade forms on this POI, the indicator will also not show this trade as well, since it is against the overall trend. Another bearish POI formed, but no trade on any of these POIs. So let's go to the 16th December's New York session. Let's see if any trade forms on that. Again, we are at the start of 16th December's New York session and we will be waiting for any signal to form. Let's start and see what happens. So we had 3 bullish POIs during this session, but the price did not retrace back to any of them and form any trade. Let's move to the 17th December. So the price made retracement to the POI, but it did not form any trade at this level. So let's continue. We have no new POI at the closure of 9 a.m. candle, and then finally at 11 a.m. the session has ended without any trade. Let's go to the 18th and see if trade forms. So we have a POI at the level and we are looking for the conditions to confirm before our entry. The market is above the POI line, so we are waiting for the second and third confirmation. Current risk reward is above minimum requirement, so we can enter, but as you can see the market went way above. Now the next POI has formed. Let's see if the market retraces back to the POI level and confirm our lower time frame entry conditions. So the market came lower and at this level it confirms all our 3 entry conditions, but I think the risk reward was the issue because of which the trade did not form. So as you can see the risk reward was 0.87. The minimum requirement is 1, so that's why the indicator did not show any entry signal at this level. Let's continue and see if another trade forms. So no other trade formed. Let's go to the next day's New York session and see if a trade forms. So no trade formed on the 19th as well. Let's continue to the next days and see if any trade forms. So no trade formed on this session as well.
यार तब tadi तुम डब मैं pilih banget itu totalnya.
So as you can see, this trade has resulted in profit, giving us 2.68 hour. Our risk reward was at the high of this candle at this level. As you can see at the back of this short level, then we had our take profit at this low. So let's update our table. First of all, we have 5 trades, then we have 3 winners with 2.68. We have 4.86 total offer. Let's continue and see if another trade forms during this day's session. So no other trade forms and we are outside the session. Let's go to the 25th December and see if a trade forms or not. So we have entered another trade with 1.42 risk to reward at the close of this candle, and currently we are in this trade. Let's see what is the result of it. So this trade has resulted in profit, giving us 1.42 hour. Let's update our table. Total of 6 trades with 4, and we have, let's calculate the risk to reward, 4.86, that's 1.42, so that's 6.28. Let's continue. So no other trade found and we are outside the New York session. Let's go to the next day, which will be, I think, 29th December, and see if trade forms on 29th New York session. So no trade has formed on 29th. Let's continue to the next day. So we have found another trade at the close of this candle. Our stop loss was below this low and our take profit was at this level. So this trade has resulted in profit, giving us 2.34 hour. If you want to look closely, we can see that the low of this candle is 4465.23, and then the market made a retracement to this. So this low is 4465.23 and this is 65.41. So this is above the RSL, and then again this is also above our SL. So this trade has resulted in profit. Let's update the table. So our total risk reward gain has become 8.62. Or let's continue and see if another trade form on 6, or otherwise we will continue to the next trade. So we have found another trade. This trade is 2.69 risk to reward and it is currently running. Let's see what is the result of this trade. So this trade has also resulted in profit. This was our take profit and it got hit at this level. So this trade has 2.69 risk to reward. Let's update our table. We have 8 trades and 6 wins, and we have 8.62 plus. We have a total of 11.31 hours. Now, as the session has ended, we will continue to the next day and see if trade forms on 7th January. Since this is outside the session, so the indicator will not show any buy, sell or any target levels. Let's continue to the next day. So currently we are inside the New York session of 7th December and we have already found a trade. Let's see how this trade results. Let's continue the replay, and as you can see the trade has directly gone to the target. So let's update the table. So we have total of 9 trades with 7 wins, and we have to calculate the risk to reward. Let's use a calculator. 0.48. A total of 12.79 risk to reward. 12.79 is the total gain until 7th January. So I don't think we are going to find any other trade for this session. Let's go to the last day of our back testing and see if any trade formed on 8th January. So we did not find any trade on the last day of the back testing. So these are the final results after one full month of back testing on gold. Using the CCT strategy, we got 9 trades over roughly 4 weeks, 7 winners and 2 losses, which puts the win rate at 77.8%. On top of that, the strategy delivered a total of 12.79 hours during this period. That's it from this video. In the next video, we will go deeper into the CCT automation tools and how everything works behind the scenes. Quick overview before we wrap up. We currently offer 3 CCT based services: TradingView Indicator Access, MT5 Bot, and an automated signals group. The signals are fully automated. Whenever a new trade forms, it's shared in our Telegram channel within 1 second. No delays, no manual posting. If you want access to any of these services, you can visit our official website, thedtctools.com. And if you have any questions, you can DM us directly on Telegram. That link is also in the description. Don't forget to join the free Telegram channel and use the coupon code Telegram20 at checkout to get 20% off on all our services. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.